again with more Final Fantasy XIV. Had a decent playthrough on Final Fantasy XII earlier today. Managed to get quite a bit accomplished. Gained some levels. Progressed on with the story. So that's always good. Basically counting down for that Comrades DLC. I've already got it downloaded. Everything's ready. I am just waiting on the heads up and the go. Hopefully streaming it will not be difficult. Still curious if it's going to be 7 AM or 7 PM, but I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. So, well, let's start off. Last night, we've been on level 67, and we actually got quite a bit of this story uncovered, so hopefully tonight we can do a lot of the same. What is up, Yuna? Accepted that, friend request on the PlayStation Network. Glad you could join. Okay, well, let's just jump back into the story. Click on Alphino. Whoa. Calm down there. No problem. Alphino would like to return to the Ruby Bazaar post-haste. New pants. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. Before I take off, let's check out, make sure everything. Ooh, I am not. A lot of new gear. Always a long loading screen here to go to Kugane. This place at Rolger's Reach. So populated. Whoa. You gotta chill. Oh yeah, I was about to run all the way there. The Ruby Bazaar. Greetings, honored sir. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes, my good man. Yes. Welcome back. Oh, let me start again. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It was a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. less so yours, Hancock, though Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alfino, I assure you. Anyway, you will be glad to hear that I have already chartered passage for you back to Limsa Lamenza. The ship is to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the 4 of you have boarded. The 4 of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane? Yes, I gave it some thought, and I realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe more than one before considering all friends and alliances you made. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And I was told, and as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Must you always presume the worst? So there you have it. I will remain here for now, you needn't worry. I'm a regular at the Holstry and a half-dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. So go. Don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you can. When you've finished, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2, to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. You gotta love Tataru. She's always so ambitious and full of off. Before I run all the way there, let's see if I can actually... I believe I can use the Ethernet. Can... First to arrive, as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind. Hit us up with that voice-acted cutscene. We want to hear some voice audio.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
Tien.
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. We half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harboured no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defence of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself? And Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
You kitty!
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
I gotta say, the character development all throughout Stormblood is incredible. No doubt, I have enjoyed every single bit, and everybody has had a little dose of character development. I mean, even he in here, not much, still really strong to his word, but still yet opening up more, saying more things. Same with Yugiri. Not to mention Lys and her character development. The development behind her character's emotions, actions, traits. Truly incredible. Especially considering her past. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. Oh shit. What's going down?
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
This right here, this is what happens with the controllers when Choco comes in and randomly skips text. This right here, where she's just trying to force me to pit her. The Force is strong with this one. Oh yeah, totally agree, Yuna. They do definitely do a great job.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we've poured into that hole, and for what?
Oh wow.
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranier Lupi.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
Don't kill Kral.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I will not hear another sound pass her lips. Until I strip the fat from her.
What? Don't. Protect. Can't think of... Blink. Float. Oh, Kral. In the story. Cliffhanger. Ugh. It's tearing me apart. Do they even know? Back in Eorzea at last, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. So let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Give me those legs. Ah, they don't look too helpful. That may have just been a defense loss there. Let's really check it out. Nah, we're all good. Home is where the heart is, and Alfino is in Eorzea. Here we are, home at last. I must say, the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we did not speak of that unpleasantness again. But in spite of all of that, and more, we must better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with Doma freed of Imperial oppression, it has only wrought odds to the plot of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I see I am not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? The East, Aldenar Trading Company informed me that your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girabania? Aye, the Alliance still holds the wall despite several Imperial attacks. But we've been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kim and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides toward rebuilding their depleted ranks. They have even taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations with mixed results. I'm sorry to say, 'twas a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Storms, Kral Balderson was taken prisoner. Oh, now they know. Kral, do they know where she's being held? They do not, but your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Gir Abonia looking for her as we speak. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Kral taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to catch some Orients. Pray excuse us, Admiral. Lady Yugiri. It's gonna be one of those nuts. Yeah. Oh, no. You are crazy. You're delusional. Before I go too far, I'm gonna repair some goods. Now let's go check things out. I'm actually glad we're returning here. I feel like they touched up on this place, got you really settled into it, and then they just kind of shipped you off over the Ruby Sea. So I'm really glad to actually be returning here. And to see Thancred again. It's been a while since we've seen his kick-ass swings and dagger shots. Well, there you are. Have you heard the news? In broad strokes from an Admiral... Oh, it's been a while since I've had to do this one. Bluffsman. I think I've said it wrong. Kral and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Y'shtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Where is Y'shtola? Arenvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos, I will make no excuses. We failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. It was the skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of having a walker in the field. I'm not as strong as the Echo as Tomberry is. Of course, half the time it's enough to knock me on my arse. Like I've taken a dose of concentrated aether. So you walked into Fordola's memories. What did you see? A woman promised the world education, training, citizenship. All that and more if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order, told her to return with Kral Balderson alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Kral and or her current situation. Oh, whereabouts. Got ahead of myself. In their orders, we're to bring Kral back. We can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines to see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and our allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. A lot of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted, and I will find her. Very well. I wished I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Aldine. If you hurry, you can find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. I think Tonberry and I are going to go and see Conrad, like he suggested. You all wait here. What is up, Troy? Tank in the underbelly, I believe. Is that a little topo there? That's pretty cool though. It's been a while since I've ran the underbelly. A long while. Oh, wrong direction. One of the areas I've not got myself attuned with. I'll have to work on that. Conrad. Well, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, Lise. Tonberry? I'm sure you've heard about the Kral by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. I've no doubt that you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East. And that's good news for Kral. I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How is everything with you and the Resistance? Better than when you last saw us, and make no mistake, Arnvald's been a godsend. Him and Minago and all the other Youngbloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Almegan Brigade, who've been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Girabani, as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. Together with the refugees returning from Ul'dah and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened to the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose, though we've come a long way. We still have far to go, but we'll fight for every ilm, and sooner or later, we'll get to Alamigo. But listen to me prattling on. When we should be making haste to catch from Orients, there's no point you telling me everything now when you'll only have to say it again for the Flame General's benefit. You're right. I'll go ahead and tell the others that you're not far off. PvP. Oh, I was never too big on PvP. Here and there. I was on Dagger Spawn, that was my server. Nothing in it too big, you know, raids, I tried to avoid some. It wasn't really the raids that I tried to avoid, it was certain groups, really, was a better way to put it. It's what ruined me on guilds. get a little warm up going. I guess I just sound like an old fart saying this, but like back when Wrath of the Lich King came out, raids were just more unified in my opinion. You could talk to your party and, you know, get more unified. Everybody would be in sync with what was going on. You have spoken with Thinker then. Good, take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kent's party approaching. If you are ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it. Gotta like Pippin. He's always just like to the point. And he's a cool little Lalafella dude. Okay. You, Raban, and your allies have much to discuss, hopefully with some voice audio. There you are, and there's Commander Kip, I see. I know you are eager to speak out of our next move, but we could first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice. But the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that, lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Kryl.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now.
I've missed Raban.
Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Rulga's Beacon. For as Rulga once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
You go on Thrall. If I remember at the end of this stream, I'll definitely try to. Sounds pretty cool. The success of this operation is paramount, so long as the Empire holds Castrum Villadona. the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he has ordered Fordola and her men to see to the bridge's defense. So we'll get to fight the skulls again. The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She is decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. But we have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs. Give them a target to tempting, not to pursue. Aye, Fordola is too aggressive to not press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far east, and where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied, leaving my comrades and I to tackle the bridge's remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what are we to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we've taken the place? I don't need you to take Belladonna, Commander Kent. All I need for you is to fly your flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing that the bridge has fallen? Aye, we convinced them that Belladonna has lost. Hit them hard with our reinforcements and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust has settled, we regroup at the Castellium. What say you? It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall call support both for the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Tonberry, Lise, Ironvolt, I ask that you accompany Commander Kent. Alise and I will remain with the Flame General. We will return to Roger's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. Oh, and if you were curious, Troy, on my old WoW character, it should still be lurking around there. I quit playing back, I say January a lot of times. It was really January, December, big toss up there when I really stopped playing. But you can look up Iron Ira, I-R-O-N-I-R-A, straight through. It's my character. I had a Pandaren priest I was working on too, but I can't remember the name. It's been so long. I kind of just gave up on that character though. And yeah, the server was Dagger Spawn. I nearly forgot. I don't know if there was any other characters with the same name, but just in case. I have even older characters too, but I assume they've been deleted by now. Lurking around on the Ysera server. It wasn't PvP though. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Villadina is bloody massive. It'd take a dozen men to change it, and far too long. Besides, but there's no need for all that, right, Minago? Not so long as I have my griffin and a satchel of glamour prisms, no. Arnvold, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls least I want you to look on these squadrons, make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? Mario, what is up? Glad you can make it. Not too much really, just trying to get some 14 done, trying to maybe hit 68 tonight. That's really the goal, get a good bit of this story completed. And try to keep my stokedness down. The levels of stoked are about to erupt. So stoked for Final Fantasy XV, comrades. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. Aye, sir. All forces are ready to depart for Castelum Corvée. When ready? That will be all, Tonberry. Stay with me a moment, if you would. Getting close to the end. Yeah. 67, and the cap is 70. It's kind of a bummer. I'm gonna be a little sad when I get to the end. There's a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each of them has lost people, and I can tell that it weighs on their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since you were last here, so it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in Barbers. Another's an older fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of the Starfall. The last is a very young lad from Little Amigo, who I'm told trains by himself by the river to the fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come find me when you've finished. All within the city here, not too far off. I was honestly thinking it would be farther away. And I can ride a trusty little mount here. Well, I'm thinking that's not right. Nope. I'm really wondering with comrades tomorrow how exactly it's going to be. I know that you can save up to 8 characters. You get to create your own character. But I read that there's 3 quest scenarios that you go off of. I'm wondering if they're going to be like 3 separate journeys. Like, also heard that one person in the party is going to be the cook for your camps. So I'm wondering how that's going to be. But my biggest curiosity, are they going to be long missions? Am I going to be able to beat this DLC in 3 to 6 hours? I know it's not a full-on DLC, it's an open, or a closed beta test, actually, but still, yeah, my curiosity, it's making my mind run like 1,000 miles a minute. Wait, I know you. Sergeant Disciple, it is an honor to meet you. I was living hand-to-mouth in the but decided to enlist in the flames after I heard tales of your daring do. And now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join in the fight for my homeland's liberation. But this is no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Sergeant. We'll give those Imperial War Sons what for. We'll give them what for? I don't really get it. I say, if it isn't the lad who helped me find the ward I misplaced. Ah, but there I go again, treating you as an equal. It wasn't till after you had gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside, told me that it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who had taken time out of his busy day to help me. Well, what is done, but I know that I will fight with every ounce in my strength in this coming battle, and the next, mayhap that will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. Last person. Hot-blooded youth. The one who trains alone, I presume? Tonberry, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. Saved my life in Little Alamigo. You did? Willard and the rest of us had gotten into our heads that if we had enough crystals, we could summon Ralgr like the Alamiga summoned their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. Ever hear about what happened to Willard? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right, and maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in any hurry, mind. Conrad. We've talked to everyone. You've had a word with the men I mentioned then. As I'm sure you noticed, they've another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another, but that's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Garibani his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Alamigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born on foreign soil, who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons, yet all belong to the resistance in the growing larger. We've grown more diverse, and while there is good in that, there is also potential for strife and discord. It'd take a special sort of to lead such men to Alamigo, don't you think? Good thing they've got you. Someone like Lise, you mean? Leader of the resistance, eh? Don't I have enough titles already? We're gonna avoid the last one. Lise... That's a hard one. I want to say good thing they've got you. Don't want to offend them by saying one of these two. Let's say this. Good thing they've got you. For now, but not forever. And to be frank, I don't always know what to say to ones who left. Not to mention the youths. Nay, the resistance need a leader with a wider view. Someone who's not living their whole life in Garibania, who's known death and hardship, but not been ground down by them. As you may have guessed, I've been thinking of asking Lise, but it'll be her decision in the end. I trust I needn't say that this conversation is just between you and me. Good lad. Right then, we'd best head to the Castellum Corvi, or what remains of it, rather. Where is this? They don't make it easy. I suppose that my current position that I'm at's pretty much just as close to travel anywhere else. I'll have to go by foot. Kinda by Chocobo mount. No doubt. Should be interesting. Maybe we'll see some currents along the way. That'd be nice. No preference. If you didn't do your roulettes, I suggest you do it before you hit the level 68 brick wall. That's actually a good suggestion. After I complete this, I just don't want to ruin this run here. I've already gone so far. I'll start up a roulette after that. On another note, how's it going, Drake Fury? Glad you could jump in here. And it's kind of the opposite direction. Wish I would have been checking it on my way down. But I did not. Doing great. Always good to have one of your streams to wake me up. Wake you up? What time is it there? But glad to hear, no doubt. That's awesome. Thank you for the compliment. Seriously, that's awesome. We'll lead the way while the others' units launch their own separate attacks. Remember that we need to hold out until Minago sees the flag. Got your gear in order? Any moment now. Ooh. Let's hope I make it through this alive.
It's begun then.
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad. Standing around, knowing what's to come. I'll never get used to it.
That is an awesome Griffin Choco.
Calm down, Nago. You're making her nervous.
We've come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way.
Right.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Monago, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
I won't let you down, sir.
Come then. Rolga's star shall burn bright this day.
Their headgear is so awesome. Like the chocobo hood-like thing. I don't really know what else to call it. Maybe griffin? Oh, I understand Drake Fury. My bad. At the same time as you, but I work during the night. Oh, I woke up an hour ago. The night shift grind. Do they have a caster?
Here it comes!
Not. So let's worry about the Magitech. Gonna save the Dreadworm Trance for the next little sequence here. Definitely know there's gonna be more. Try to bunch all these Magitech together.
Take this!
Oh, I missed it. Oh yeah. Oh, now this part. Fornola. Think you're clever with your little tricks. Think again. None of you are leaving here alive. Let's prove her wrong. She got going down. Cronies, never good. Cronies I can't do anything about. Save it a little longer. Honestly, I don't know who has me on hills, but they are just super boss right now.
Meet my new friend!
Where's your new friend? You're going crazy with these X things, lady. You need to chill, yourself.
I'll cut you to pieces!
Wrong. Seems as though you were. I'm not into pieces. If you ever like to undertalk your game, just really put him down. Yeah, lady, kneel. Nago made it. We've only but to hold a little longer. Huzzah!
God damn you! No more running! No more hiding! Let's finish this!
Round 2. Thank you, Yuna.
The
flag! Thank you. Sounds like the horn on Age of Empires when you have a building that just got completed. Monago!
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo!
Al amigo!
Ah!
Stand your ground! It's
not over yet. My bad. Didn't mean to push X.
Damn it!
I've never understood this trick. It's just a smoke bomb.
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now.
Raban coming in.
Yeah!
Oh, Yuna. I'm trying to put in a little progress.
Villadina is fallen? Impossible!
We're at a fun part. We are definitely at one fun part. So far.
We have them on the run! Forward!
From
No
what I've
mercy!
seen.
Regroup! Regroup! We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters. For all the good it did us. School's with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
Oh yeah. Love the part when we're finally pushing against the Empire. Feels so good. I agree. This just whole little scenario going down has been fantastic.
Suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it? And that has to be worth something.
So uplifting rather than depressing. It's a shame Fordola got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself that it's just the first step. But it's a big one. We're going to take it back. All of it. One ilm at a time. If we have to. Oh yeah. Nice little ring. Conrad, your work is far from finished, as Conrad knows. There's still a chance that some Imperials are holed up inside the Castellum. We'll need to search it from top to bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with one of the main hosts. Keep your weapon at the ready. There's a chance you might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the region for soldiers that have gone to the ground. We shouldn't afford them any time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you've judged your work is done, report to General Aldine in Bittermill. Oh, that's not too bad. Right within the area. It won't be long till you're done with the main story. Yes. I'm trying to come to terms with that. When I'll be faced with doing side quests and patch notes. Though I still have my red mage I can work with a little bit doing his job. Questing. And then once his job quests are finished, and the main scenario for Tonberry Disciple 1 here, I'm not really sure what the direction I'll go. I know I will be streaming 15. We'll definitely see how that's going to work in a lot of the time here. I'm also trying to work out this little thing. A few of you may have heard me mention it in other streams already. I've mentioned it about 3 times, give or take, really, so far. I have another channel that I've recently created. You can find it on my channel here. The channel is just called Ton's Anime Stream. It's something that I wanted to do, but then I thought to myself, just because of some copyright issues and small things all along the way, it would be, holy shit, it's an antlion. Oh my god, fanboy mode engage, holy shit, antlion. But yeah, it's just a little place where I want to start doing anime streams, and I have one on there right now. It's Final Fantasy VII Last Order. Nothing too rare, nothing too special. It's just a rehash video. I actually just, what I did, I could not find a legit download for it that you could even pay for. Could not find a good disc download or purchase. So I ended up just getting it off another download. And the quality of it ended up only being about, I don't even think it was 720, I can't remember. I think it might have been about 480-ish. I don't even remember, but no less, the quality wasn't the greatest. So what I did was actually go ahead and download it, and then I put it through a filter that I have on my PC and tried to bump it up to 1080. I'm not 100% sure if it actually got up that far, but I did work on the subtitles. A few things with the editing went a little wrong, but the point of the fact of the matter is, what I plan on doing with the channel is nothing like what is actually on there, the Final Fantasy VII Last Order stream. It was just a nice little upload to get the page started. What I would really like to do is broadcast some anime that I either purchase or find downloaded and purchase on my PC, and stream those out with me just kind of sitting in the corner like I do with my video game stream. That'll only be about 30 minutes long, maybe a little less at times. But it's just a place that we could go chill, talk, get me off of the game for a little bit, and still onto some things where we can all, you know, have our commentary, our thoughts. That's really the main point and reason for starting that, but we'll just see how it pans out. I won't be able to do it every single night, but I'm going to do it when I can. Like tonight, it's just not going to be possible, but tomorrow night I plan on it. Maybe just cutting out just a tad bit early on my stream, just enough to really come in and get the stream going with the anime thing. I really want to start with Final Fantasy VII Brotherhood. With it being Japanese dub, it'll definitely be easy to go ahead and stream over. And then I honestly think, because of how hard it is to find a full copy without spending an arm and a leg to get the other Final Fantasy anime streams, which, like I said, I have Last Order on there already, and I would really like to have the older Final Fantasy anime TV series, but it's expensive, hard to find, and most download quality is just terrible. And not really easy to work with or edit around. So I would really like to just do a different anime, and Attack on Titan in English would be a really fun one. English dub. After all, Attack on Titan was amazing. But we'll see how that all goes. And if you just really want to check out that page for what it is for now, it's on the channel here. Sergeant, all's well at the bridge. Good, good. The fighting has died down here too, as you can see. Pippin left a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Villadina. And if and when Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. I could not have hoped for a better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It will only take more than a Castellum to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining enemy forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Delight. Not overmuch in victory. Not when there are battles left to fight. Our work here is finished. Our resistance allies are waiting. And honestly, if a few of you are actually wondering why I went ahead and made a new channel for that, it is just because I don't really want all these random anime companies to come in and seize my YouTube channel. And at least with the other one, if they do manage to seize it, it's not my second job, so you know, not looking to actually do much with that. I can just always make a new channel for streaming anime, tons anime streaming too. I'll just have a chain of tons anime streams. Back so soon. I suppose the general and his men had matters well in hand. The Vice Marshal and his men showed up not long after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. Conrad would like just as much as you to resume your march east towards the peaks. I know you're not one for waiting, but if you'll bear with us. Commander Kemp. Marshal Turpin reports that their sweep of the Castellum interior has been completed. So it's over, eh? Pray extend to him my deepest thanks. It's official then. Castellum Villadina is well and truly ours. Mayhap this calls for... wait. Where's Minago? She took her bird and flew off towards the peering stones, the village of the Ntrav, where she was born. I doubt that the Imperials who fled Villadina had mind to give them trouble on their way back to the east, but she was nevertheless worried, so I gave her leave to go and see why her people were safe. Though I pray you are right, 'twould seem best if Minago were not alone, if she should encounter the enemy. Agreed. Let's all go to the peering stones and make sure that everything is all right. If that's your wish, then I've no objection. Just let the guard know when you wish to cross. Yeah, I'm gonna do some weird things with all that, and even with some of the copyright, with a lot of my commentary, and me sitting over here in the corner. It's gonna actually help out a lot with some things. I'm really gonna look into a lot of things before getting too deep into it. Definitely not looking to get sued or kicked off or banned from YouTube. So I'm definitely gonna be safe about it, but yeah, thanks for sure. My first goal is to see and test the waters with Final Fantasy Brotherhood. Actually, completely surprised that Last Order was free game there. It's mainly because it's basically at this point you could say it's lost in circulation. Few people have copies of it. After all, there was only 77,777 actual physical copies ever created. And if you're one of the lucky people to have one of those, save it. No doubt. Save it. Put it in a lockbox. Lock that box up in a lockbox. Put that box in a safe. Put that safe in a safe. Put that safe in a coffin. Lock that up and bury it underground and put a gravestone over it that says, "Here lies nothing." But make copies. Make copies before you do that. And keep them for yourself, of course. But no doubt, that's some rare shite. But, definitely, thank you for helping with the look over my shoulder there. Not gonna really try to get too in over my head with it. If I think I'm gonna get too bad of issues with copyright laws, I will back out of it, unfortunately. It's just something I would really like to do. And, I actually want to live stream them as well. That way everybody can come in and we can all have our commentary. It might be a little distracting from the anime, per se, because we will be talking. But, no doubt, I just thought it would be a really cool way to get closer to a lot of the people here without having to go through different forms of social media and things like that. Because Discord is way over my head. Like, I get it if you're playing the game with others, but playing the games outside from other people, I just don't see a point with Discord. It could just be me. Facebook, not everybody follows it. Twitter, not everybody has one. Instagram, really limited to conversation and connection there. That's why I thought for the other channel, and then some animes here and there. It's probably going to be a lot of older stuff. I'm going to really try Attack on Titan at first, like I said, but if I find issues with that, I've got other things in part that I can actually try out as well that are a lot older that I doubt will really be ever said anything about because of their also just like The Last Order, kind of lost in circulation at this point. Greetings, Sign. Do you wish to pass? Oh, but I do. Again, though, thanks for the look over the shoulder there. Even I'm willing to admit, sometimes I get in over my head. It's never too safe to look both ways. But again, that's also not going to start tonight. Probably going to try to get it going tomorrow night. Like I said, try to cut things a little early. But again, no strict promises there. I really want to make sure that the quality is going to be up to par. The path to the village is through a tunnel just east of here. Follow me. But in time, speaking in quality, a lot of that will definitely go up. With the Patreon, I've actually saved all the money that I've got from the Patreon donators, and which I will continue to do. And with that, along with my own donation that I have set back on the side, really, I would call it more of a side saving for a new PC. That way, I can get a lot better with the quality and streaming on things. And also a PS4 Pro. I'm still rocking the Slim. We're just entering a new generation of high definition, and I at least want to be at the ass end of the previous one, or the current, depending on which location you want to call that. I normally don't do this right off the rip, but I'm going to. I'm going to make this the home point. I usually regret it when I don't. There's Minago. Where's the dog? Well, you speak and she shows. Chocobo! Yeah, she's right here. See the ears lingering around.
Ah, you've come. Welcome, friends, to my village. My home.
How fare your people?
Good, all things considered. Better than the Ananta at any rate. They've sent an emissary. I'll take you to her.
Did not expect that.
We're here to help. Will you tell us what happened?
Aye. It began with a quarrel between the Imperials and the Kaliana.
The Kaliana are another Ananta tribe. The strongest and the most influential. Unlike the Vera, they want no part of our troubles. They swore fealty to the Empire, and were content to remain within their borders.
Just so. The Kaliana forsook their pride in the fight and yielded to Garlemald long ago. But then a new commander was sent to hold the Black Bridge. She demanded the Kaliana surrender a hostage, this butcher.
Fordola. It doesn't make sense, though. The Vera are the ones working with the Resistance. Why would she threaten the Kaliana?
Because she is ignorant like all Imperials. She knows not the difference between Kaliana and Vera, nor does she care to learn.
I see. All Fordola knew for sure was that the Resistance would come from the west. She reasoned, therefore, that if the Ananta on the east bank turned their coats, she would be trapped. I take it the Kaliana had no choice but to oblige her.
Choco. Troy says hello. And Mira dropping in to say ha. Hello, Mira. How have you been? Hopefully great. And I understand, it is kind of late. Especially for me.
No, they did not. The Imperials left with the Kaliana broodmother's own daughter, Anamika. Long days and nights she looked out on the Black Bridge weeping for her child. Until you came. The broodmother knew at once which way the winds would blow. She and her warriors met with the fleeing Imperials in the road and demanded that her daughter be returned.
Bad idea. Fordola's not the kind to take threats lying down.
Pretty good, about to head to bed. That sounds nice.
You know her well. The butcher turned her blade to Anamika and bade the Kaliana move aside. But the broodmother would not yield.
I know where this is going.
The Kaliana surrounded the Imperials, one of whom, whether out of fear or stupidity, cut the child down. There was naught that could be done.
How are you? I am good, actually. I've had a decent day.
What madness.
Feelsy.
The true madness was yet to come. For in her despair, the Kaliana broodmother cried out for her daughter to be restored to life. She beseeched Sri Lakshmi's intercession.
She summoned a primal then and there?
That she did, if only for an instant. Bereft of courage and honor, the broodmother sought solace in her faith. The Imperials fled in terror at the sight of the goddess, abandoning these lands to the Ananta.
New possible Promal battle?
Now the Kalyana bid us make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Yet though we Veera revere Sri Lakshmi as the holiest of the holy, we will not prostrate ourselves before her.
And so you turn to us?
Aye. All who have fought with the Resistance have heard tell of the warrior, the Icon Slayer.
That face when he realizes they're talking about him.
I believe we have heard enough. Inconvenient though the timing may be, if a primal has indeed been summoned, we can scarce afford to ignore it. We must needs discuss how best to resolve this situation.
And honestly, with that, everybody, I think this would be a nice time for me to go ahead and jump out of here as well. I didn't exactly get to 68 tonight like I'd wanted, but it is getting late for me as well. Tomorrow I will definitely try to get in just a little bit more and try to jump on a little bit earlier. I've been up a very long time today. But brick wall students start those roulettes. Oh, we're not. Yeah, not tonight, Drake Fury. Tomorrow, I will definitely roulette away. I have a lot going on tomorrow, so I'm really going to try to work in as much as I can. I want to try to be able to get in some of that Final Fantasy XV Comrades closed beta going down. I'm going to try to stream it the best I can. Hopefully, it's not, like, privacy blocked. Let's hope not. Also, tomorrow I would really like to be able to jump on earlier, get quite a bit of the 14 gameplay down. I really want to work in 12 as well if it's possible. I may have to postpone 12 till it would probably be Monday. But no doubt, I'm going to try to get in as much as I can. Definitely ready to get in for more. Oh, can't wait for Comrades on Final Fantasy XV. Same here, Mario. Tomorrow. Or, technically, 12 minutes from being today in my region. But, no doubt, so stoked. But that's not until 7, you know, so unfortunately we have to wait. And a good night to you as well, Yuna, Mario, Drake Fury, Mira, Troy. Thank you all so much for keeping that live chat alive tonight. It was very cool, very awesome. Glad to have you all. Like I say so many times, it's always really awesome having people keep the live chat alive. Keeps me motivated to keep going throughout the streams. It has a lot to talk about. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here. I always love seeing new people in the live chat. Not only that, I'm always playing with the Final Fantasy series here, so if you're interested in any of that, I'm always on every chance I can get. Anyway, these last few days I've had to skip a day. Cut me right in the heart with a wooden stake. Had to just shove it out, cauterize the wound to get right back at it. Even despite my shitty time schedule these last few days, I'm definitely getting back to normal though. Don't worry. Things have just been a little weird. Definitely gonna figure it all out. But again, like I mentioned earlier, tomorrow I'm gonna try to mess around with that anime stream. Gonna try to do the Brotherhood, Final Fantasy 15 Brotherhood. It just seems fit with the Comrades coming back around, which I hear is a prequel thing, so be sure to watch Kingsglaive before you get in on playing that. I'm sure there's going to be lots of Easter eggs throughout all of that. We might even see some Nyx Ulrich. I would be super stoked for that. But until then, everybody, I thank you all so much for watching, and good night to you all as well. Thank you so much. And hopefully you all have a great night. I know Drake Fury said you have to work, so hopefully your work night goes extremely well for you. But until tomorrow, everyone, again, I thank you so much. But I'm out of here. I am super tired. And I'm ready to walk Choco one last time, eat some food, and get some rest. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you so much.